Benjamin kept 2 crocodiles in his private swimming pool. For him, they were just entertainment. He loved inviting wealthy friends over to watch them. Sometimes the night even turned into a competition, people betting on who would dare feed the crocodiles. At one of these parties, Linda accidentally dropped her bracelet into the pool while feeding the animals. To impress her, Benjamin immediately offered $50,000 to anyone willing to jump in and retrieve it. No one moved. He raised the reward to $100,000. Finally, a waiter stepped forward. As the man spoke, Benjamin felt something strange. The voice sounded familiar, but he didn't think much about it, because a year ago, everything had started with a stupid game. Benjamin had lost a round of truth or dare with his rich friends. His punishment was simple: date a girl from the slums for 3 years. He chose Anna. To make the story believable, he staged a dramatic accident. He deliberately injured himself and pretended to be paralyzed. From that moment on, Anna devoted herself completely to him. She took care of everything, even the medical bills. With Benjamin's instructions, a doctor cooperated with the lie. The doctor claimed Benjamin's calf muscles had severely atrophied and that he needed surgery immediately. Otherwise, he might lose his leg forever. The surgery supposedly cost $300,000. For Anna, that amount was almost impossible, but she promised him she would find a way. To save money, she gave up her chance to continue studying at the art academy. The position she left behind was later taken by Linda. Anna worked multiple jobs. She cut every possible expense. What she didn't know was that Benjamin had secretly rented the entire floor of their apartment building. The other units were filled with his rich friends. They watched Anna through hidden cameras, watching her struggle, suffer, and sacrifice. To them, it was all just entertainment. One day, Anna saw a notice at the hospital: bone marrow donation, $1,000 compensation. Without hesitation, she signed up. When the payment arrived, she believed she was finally getting closer to the $300,000 surgery goal. Soon after, a friend introduced her to a temporary job, working one night at a luxury mansion, $800 pay. Anna agreed immediately. What she didn't know, that mansion belonged to Benjamin. That night, he was hosting a welcome party for Linda, who had just returned from overseas. He even gifted her a $3 million necklace in front of everyone. Later, the guests gathered by the crocodile pool, and just like before, Linda accidentally dropped her bracelet into the water again. Benjamin offered $100,000 to anyone who would retrieve it. Determined to earn money for the surgery, Anna ignored the pain from her recent bone marrow extraction and jumped into the pool. Everyone on the shore laughed. To them, it was just another show. When Anna climbed out of the water, soaked and shaking, Benjamin suddenly heard a familiar ringtone. He froze. Only then did he realize the waitress was Anna. Amid the laughter and mockery, the truth finally exploded. There was no paralysis, no surgery. Everything had been a lie. Her 3 years of sacrifice were nothing more than a rich man's bet. Even after the truth was exposed, Benjamin didn't end the game. He told his friends the bet still had 7 days left, and he didn't want to lose. So he returned to their apartment and continued pretending to be her loving boyfriend. But Anna collapsed with a high fever soon after. At the hospital, the doctor told Benjamin the truth. She had been overworking, malnourished, and her bone marrow wound had become seriously infected. Her life was almost in danger. Only then did Benjamin realize what she had endured, even jumping into a crocodile pool just to pay for a surgery that never existed. But by then, Anna had already decided to leave him. She had seen the truth, and she refused to keep playing the game. Just as their relationship shattered, the president of Yufu Group came to the hospital. He thanked Anna for saving his son's life in the past. Benjamin misunderstood everything. He assumed she had found a more powerful man, someone higher on the social ladder. At the same time, Benjamin's mother arrived at the hospital. She was furious about his behavior. She ordered him to cut ties with Anna and prepare to get engaged to Linda, whose family matched their social status. Benjamin agreed on the surface, but inside he couldn't accept being abandoned, so he decided to take back control. Using his family's influence, he began targeting Anna. What started as revenge slowly turned into ruthless attacks. The next day, Anna presented the art concept she had worked on all night, but the director suddenly threw a termination contract in her face. She was accused of plagiarism and fired on the spot. She had no way to defend herself. A few days later, when Anna returned to her apartment, the landlord was clearing out her belongings. The building had been purchased by a new owner. Her things were dumped in a garbage yard. The buyer was Benjamin. Anna rushed to the landfill, desperately searching through piles of trash. She was looking for her sketchbooks and a small clay figure, a cheap little sculpture that symbolized their love. After 3 years, she finally broke down completely. Benjamin appeared in front of her and calmly confessed everything. His legs had recovered long ago. He bribed the doctor to fake the diagnosis. He was the one who reported her for plagiarism. He bought the apartment just to make her homeless. He explained everything like it was nothing, because he believed that once she lost everything, she would come crawling back to him. But Benjamin didn't understand something. What he destroyed wasn't her life. It was the last piece of love she had left for him. Anna looked at the man in front of her. He felt like a complete stranger. Her heart finally went cold. With no other choice, Anna found work as a KTV lounge waitress just to survive. One night, Linda walked in with a group of rich friends. Looking for trouble, she deliberately spilled alcohol on her $500,000 dress dress and blamed Anna. Then she gave her two choices: pay for the dress or drink 2 bottles of strong liquor. Anna chose the second option. She grabbed the bottle and drank it in one go. The burning alcohol tore down her throat, along with the last pieces of her dignity. After finishing both bottles, she could barely stand. Just when she thought it was over, Linda suddenly claimed her ring was missing, and Anna was the only outsider in the room. The crowd started shouting. They demanded Anna be stripped and searched. 2 men grabbed her as she struggled in desperation. Linda smirked and called Benjamin, sweetly telling him someone was hurting her, asking him to come play the hero, because she wanted him to see with his own eyes how far the woman he once loved had fallen. Just as Anna's shirt was being torn open, the private room door was suddenly kicked open. Benjamin rushed in.